And he's singing, he's honoring his ancestors and uplifting and all of that, but then it also attracts the not good. So it's like, in order for him to be successful, the vampires were telling him he has to sell out so that he could be, that he could live forever and his music could live forever. And it's exactly like things that I see and go through.
Chloe Bailey might need to grab a Bible and light some sage, because the spiritual heat she just called on herself, it's wild. This all started when Chloe hopped online, on Beyoncé's own internet, and hinted that Queen Bey is tied up in some deep, dark spiritual stuff. Chloe basically said she refused to sell her soul, and that's why her career's been pushed to the sidelines by Parkwood Entertainment. Folks had already been whispering, why would Beyoncé even sign Chloe and her sister Halle, just to barely give them any shine? Some thought it was jealousy, like maybe Bey didn't want Chloe to rise too high and outshine her. But now, Chloe's saying the real reason is way darker. She wouldn't sell out, period. This ain't even the first time people have raised eyebrows at Bey's spiritual life. YouTuber Storm Monroe, who's known for dropping explosive celeb tea, once claimed that Beyoncé isn't just a pop star, but a high priestess in some kind of Hollywood witchcraft scene. He said she worships a powerful African spirit named Oshun. According to him, Madonna used to hold that spiritual crown, but now it's all Beyoncé. When Storm dropped that bomb, the Beyhive went savage on him. They flooded his socials and threw all kinds of slurs his way. It got ugly real quick. But guess what? Chloe just reignited that fire. She jumped on TikTok and dropped a major clue. She said she was offered a spot in the Illuminati and turned it down. And ever since, her career's been ghosted like she never even had a deal. Chloe's saying her downfall wasn't about talent. It was about turning her back on something way bigger and way scarier. So here's how it all went down. Chloe Bailey was casually chatting with fans online when someone dropped a question. Have you seen the movie Sinners? She said yes, but then things took a turn. Chloe didn't just answer. She unloaded. She started spilling her emotions, saying the film hit way too close to home. Why? Because it mirrored her real-life experience in the industry, where she felt like she had to sell her soul just to move forward. That raw honesty had people shook. Some instantly picked up on the message, but others? They came at her hard. Critics dragged Chloe for allegedly selling out already, pointing fingers at her physical transformation and saying she changed herself for fame, and still didn't get the level of success she was aiming for. One person even said, Chloe Bailey's music career is a cautionary tale of what happens when selling out backfires. They claimed she destroyed her image without getting the hits or accolades to back it up. Fans felt like her new vibe just didn't click. The public called her glow-up forced and said she went too far trying to be someone she's not. And it wasn't just about the music. People started nitpicking her looks. Earlier this year, Chloe posted a beach pic in a swimsuit, and folks immediately started speculating. Her face looked slimmer, her skin looked lighter, and the internet went wild, accusing her of bleaching, getting her jaw shaved, and even having a nose job. Then came the so-called receipts. A source spilled the tea to Media Takeout, claiming Chloe underwent genioplasty, also known as mini V-line surgery. That's a chin and jaw procedure that reshapes your face to give it a sleeker, more symmetrical look. It's a pretty controversial surgery in the beauty world, and people had questions. But this wasn't the first time Chloe got side-eyed for possibly tweaking her looks or filtering her photos into outer space. Back in February 2022, she dropped a TikTok flaunting her curves, and folks were already whispering about face edits and possible cosmetic work. Soon as Chloe started showing off her new look, the internet came running with the accusations. Folks swore she had some nip and tuck work done. The chatter got so wild that Chloe had to jump online and shut it all the way down herself. But that didn't stop the drama. Nope. Just a year later, she got hit again, this time for allegedly photoshopping her pics to make herself look slimmer. People started saying she was ashamed of her natural figure and relying on editing apps to serve up that snatched illusion. The noise was loud, and social media did not hold back. But like before, Chloe wasn't about to sit quiet. When one fan tried to come at her in the comments and tried to be nice about it, Chloe still snapped back. The fan had commented, "I love you, girl, but the Photoshop is too much here. Your body is amazing without it. This doesn't look real." And Chloe? She clapped back instantly. She blamed the look on her outfit and the camera angle. She said, It's the combo of a corset, latex, and the lower angle. Then she added, I love my body when I've got some extra weight, and I love it when I'm snatched from all that dancing. The videos match. I know I love editing, but I've been working hard on my body, so I take that as a compliment. That response had fans divided. Some backed her up, while others thought she was dodging the real convo. Either way, Chloe made it very clear. She's proud of her body, edited or not. But even with Chloe defending herself online, the internet wouldn't let up. After the whole Photoshop and surgery drama, fans started peeling back every layer of her career. And what they found? More mess. Critics began calling her entire rebrand into question. They said she ditched her soulful image for a sexier, edgier persona. And it backfired. People started comparing Chloe to other artists, saying she was trying too hard to be the next Beyoncé, but without the same authenticity. One post even said, Chloe's out here giving us heavy visuals, body odi and bold outfits, but where's the music that sticks? Ouch. Then came the whispers about her music flopping. Her debut solo projects barely made waves on the charts, and some fans felt like she was being industry planted, pushed forward without the hits to back it up. They said the focus was more on image than art, and people just weren't connecting with the music like they used to when she was with Halle. And let's not forget the awkward PR stunts. Chloe kept popping up in random collabs, viral thirst traps, and trying to go viral with bold TikToks. But instead of going up, people felt like she was spiraling. One tweet that went viral read, Chloe Bailey went from Grammy performances to chasing trends on TikTok. What happened? Worse yet, fans claimed she looked like she was chasing an audience that just wasn't checking for her anymore. All that effort, all that heat, but no solid wins. Now people are wondering, did Chloe lose herself trying to play the industry game, or was she set up to fail from the jump? The pressure's real, and the spotlight? Even harsher. As if the heat wasn't already on max, things took another wild turn when people started digging into Chloe's rumored connections behind the scenes. Whispers started flying that Chloe had been linked to a few major industry players, romantically and professionally, and that those relationships might have been used to boost her status. Some fans even claimed she was being passed around in industry circles like a pawn in someone else's game, and the name that kept coming up, Diddy. Now, nobody has solid proof Chloe was directly involved with him, but people started making connections after she was seen attending certain high-profile events, the same ones that were later tied to Diddy's alleged secret parties. That had folks online questioning whether Chloe had unknowingly gotten wrapped up in something darker. She tried to level up too fast and got caught in the crossfire, one post said. Add to that the rumors about a contract she allegedly turned down, one that was supposed to guarantee superstardom if she played by the rules. Chloe hinted multiple times that she refused to compromise her values, and now it's got fans wondering, was she punished for saying no? Some people are even bringing back that old narrative that the music industry has a hidden price tag, and if you don't pay it, you get iced out. Chloe's story is starting to sound less like a failed rollout and more like a warning sign. One fan posted, "She didn't fall off, she was pushed off." Now the big question is, was Chloe ever in control of her rise, or was she just another star caught in the trap of fame, secrets, and sacrifice? The plot keeps thickening, and people are watching very closely, so here's where it gets even messier. Nobody really knows if those alleged surgeries and all that photoshopping were part of some Illuminati starter pack. But a lot of folks are convinced Beyoncé had something to do with it. Some believe she pushed Chloe to change her look to fit a certain image, and when Chloe didn't want to fully play the game, she got iced out and her whole career got tossed in the back closet. And let's be real, Beyoncé kinda opened the door to all these witchcraft rumors herself. Remember when she introduced her Sasha Fierce alter ego? She literally said, "Right before I performed at the BET Awards, I raised my hands up, and it was the first time I felt something else come into me." Girl, what? Then there's her former drummer, who randomly dipped out in the middle of the On the Run 2 tour back in 2018. That woman claimed Beyoncé was using extreme witchcraft before going on stage. Like, what is really happening behind the scenes? This is not your average music industry drama. This is on a whole other level. It honestly feels like Chloe was trying to spill major truth without crossing the line. She kept it cryptic, but the message was loud. And let's not lie, Chloe should be way bigger than she is right now. Her talent is crazy. But instead of thriving, she's out here dodging rumors, fighting fans online, and watching her career stall out. Something ain't right. One person said, "With the way she's been acting, I thought that soul got snatched already." Another added, "Getting signed by Beyoncé just to say you won't sell your soul is wild." But now, I gotta hear from you. Do you think Chloe actually turned down the deal? Or did she try to sell out, but it just didn't work? Drop your take in the comments. And don't forget, if you want more of this wild Hollywood drama, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.